my name's Trevor Huddleston. I drive the number 50 ZMAX Pro Lay model here, and I'm from Agoura Hills, California, and I'm a third generation. So actually, both my mom and dad's parents raced. That's how my parents met. They actually met at the racetrack. My dad proposed to my mom at the racetrack, so I was pretty much born at a racetrack. But you know, I've been racing since I was 12 and 28, so I've been pretty much driving race cars longer than I can remember.
Now, tell me about that, what it means to be, not only a third generation driver, but to continue to carry on that legacy.
For sure. I mean, it's definitely an honor. I mean, obviously, like I said, my grandpa, he was a pretty famous racer back in the day, Oren Prosser. So, obviously, I don't have the same last name as him, but my dad built a pretty big legacy with the name Huddleston. So, he's always driven this blue and pink 50 car. So, it's always an honor to strap aboard it and try to bring home wins for my team, my family's team. It's just it's an honor.
Well, one thing you mentioned there, bringing home wins. The inaugural season of the Cars Tour West, it's been tough. A lot of competition out there. What would a win for this team mean tonight?
I mean, it'd be huge. I mean, obviously, to win an inaugural event of this new series that's got a big, bright future is something that every driver wishes. We've been right there at pretty much every race this year. We just have not been able to put it all together. So tonight, we got a big race. It's just going to take all 100 laps. You know what I mean? I feel like we've been there for 99, and that most important lap has never really gone our way. So putting the thing together and coming home.
One thing you mentioned right there at the beginning of that was that this series has a bright future. Obviously you're close with your father and you can see his vision. Tell the race fans a little bit about that vision and where you guys see this series going within the next 5 years.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously this is the Cars Tour West and there's the Cars Tour East. And right now the East and West kind of don't really click together, at least in the past they haven't. I really wish that we could go on the East Coast and people from the East Coast could come out to the West Coast. I think there's a lot of great competition across the whole United States. So I think the goal with this series is to kind of unify all the racing. That way, no matter where you are, you can pretty much bring your car anywhere and go out and race. So I think that's going to be one of the most exciting things going into the future with this series is just unification. Being able to race with, I have some buddies back on the East Coast that I've never raced with just because, we can't bring our car out there and they can't bring it out here. So if we can unify all the tracks and all the cars, it's going to be a pretty amazing thing.
Now that's all in the future. We're looking here now, this moment, this race. You're getting ready for qualifying. You're sitting third in points. What's it going to take to close the gap on the points leaders tonight?
For sure. I mean, obviously, like you said, we're third. So our only goal is to win, right? I mean, because there's been a lot of great competition. Jeffrey Peterson's been on a roll lately. I think he's like 3 wins in a row in the cars. So just gonna go for that win. I think that at a place like this, it's gonna be a lot of patiently aggressive. It's a tight quarters track, so it's more like boxing, but it's gonna be who can survive, I would say. And I think that's our goal, is to survive. But I think wins is what's gonna get it done. The only way to know for sure you're gaining points is to win. So that's our goal tonight. I think we got a pretty good car. I guess we'll know here in a couple hours.
Anyone else that you'd like to thank today?
It's not possible with obviously ZMAX, El Bandito Tequila, all my sponsors, Pacific HVAC, High Point Racing, Race Car Factory, the Low Pit Stop, everyone who makes these cars look as beautiful as they do.